Fights, real knockouts. I guarantee you. Everybody wanna fight to get knocked out.
In the world of kickboxing, there has only been one name that stands tall in modern times. That name is Badr Hari. The bad boy of kickboxing's heavyweight division has been the most iconic and polarizing figure of the entire sport. A sport where the competition was so fierce that there were many legendary moments in the sport's history. So in today's video, let us take a look back at Badr Hari's best moments.
Badr Hari, Badr Hari, it's a bad boy. Badr Hari, Badr Hari, Badr. It's a bad boy. Hari, 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 Hari. Veel mensen vinden me een bad boy, sommigen vinden me fat boy. De echte geven respect boy. Badr. Dus voordat je me test boy, pak zeep en spoel je bek boy. En doe maar relax boy. Hari, Hari. Wat wil je doen? Fok de roem. De mensen weten dat ik ben een kampioen.
At only 19 years of age, the young Badr Hari went into a rematch against LEKO, a man who viciously stopped him with a spinning back kick to the body, sending the young Badr down to the mats and stopping him in the opening round. Following the finish, however, LEKO proceeded to taunt him after the countout. 5 months later, however, it was time to rise to the occasion for the young Hari. And that occasion was the biggest show of the year at the biggest kickboxing stage ever, the K1 Grand Prix. Hari was already a lot more patient in his fight, not taking any unnecessary risks, picking LEKO apart from a distance with mid and low kicks. However, soon in the second round, the most iconic knockout in Badr's career would be scored, a spinning right heel kick. This sent the 19-year-old Hari into the spotlight of the K1, making him a household name and the future star of the entire sport. 9 years later, they would face off for one last time, where Badr Hari ended the trilogy with a devastating right cross. In this matchup, Badr Hari would be the first man to win the K1 heavyweight title against Yusuke Fujimoto. It was a very seamless fight where Badr Hari was brilliantly chopping down his opponent. In that same round, Badr Hari was able to catch Fujimoto with a nasty high kick as he was exiting out of the clinch, putting him down and out for the count. And this was the moment Badr Hari became the K1 heavyweight champion. At number 3, we have Badr Hari vs SCHILT. The legendary SCHILT is the former K1 Grand Prix champion and a Pride FC legend. He was literally a giant amongst giants in the heavyweight division. So, the heavyweight champion would be crowned when Badr Hari and SCHILT were to face off in 2009. The fight was an immediate barn burner as the two heavyweights got to exchanging heat from the opening round. Badr, being the shorter fighter, he had to chase SCHILT down and close the distance. In the pocket, Badr was able to hurt SCHILT with a crashing right hand and then would drop him with a left hook. Immediately as SCHILT got back up, Badr chased him down and finished him off with a 3-punch combination in the very first round, becoming the new Showtime heavyweight champion. This is arguably Badr Hari's most accomplished opponent that he would beat and the best name that he has, in my opinion, in his resume.
Perfect. 10 so dark, you cannot see who I'm riding with. Diamond glisten all up in my watch, can't tell what time it is. Diamond clusters all up in my watch, they got you blind as shit. I tie the beat up, then I fucking yeah, I'm on some violent shit. Woo! Don't wanna tell you again. Woo!
In 2012, Badr Hari was set to have his last kickboxing match before moving into the boxing world, facing fellow countryman and a good friend of his, SAKI. SAKI at this time was rising in popularity, and it was a highly demanded big fight in the kickboxing world. Hari, however, had to make sure that he wouldn't lose his last fight, so he was able to make quick work of SAKI, dropping him with a thunderous uppercut that really rattled SAKI all over the place. It was shortly after that he was able to finish the fight with an additional 2 powerful knockdowns, sealing the deal on the very tough Gekon SAKI. An honorable mention has to go to the first time Ruslan Karayev and Badr Hari met. The fight, however, had ended in a very controversial manner. As Hari got kicked whilst being down, the referee, instead of giving Hari the time to recover, he proceeded to start the 10 count. As admitted by Badr Hari himself, he wanted to really exploit the illegal blow and secure himself a fairly easy disqualification win.
You know, I fell down and I hoped that the referee would disqualify him and I would go to the finals very easy, so it was the dumbest thing I did in my life.
This, however, turned against him and he got counted out. This sent the young Hari on a complete rampage. Years later, as both faced one another again, it was Badr Hari's opportunity to get revenge and avenge the loss he suffered against him. The more experienced and mature Hari was dominating the fight, landing thudding leg kicks,
slamming outside thigh kick. Oh, and Nesta, you could hear that one.
and significant blows onto Karayev. Badr Hari looked very much so in control. In the second round, however, Karayev landed a big overhand that sent Hari into full defense mode and was immediately looking to finish Hari. Cutting the ring down on Hari, he was able to corner him and land a stinging left hook that stunned Hari. He followed it up with a stiff jab and a powerful uppercut that sent Hari on his way down. And as he was going down, he was able to catch Hari with another left hook. It was at this moment that Hari's hope of avenging his loss seemed like it was slipping away, as he was now behind on points. Hari needed a finish, and as soon as the fight got resumed, the very first right hand Hari threw caught Karayev right on the jaw and put him to sleep. The referee didn't even need to count because it was very clear that Karayev was just out of it. With this win, Badr Hari avenged his loss against Karayev, but years later, they will fight for a third time in the K1 Grand Prix. This time, however, Badr Hari made quick work of Karayev, finishing him in the first round with 2 devastating knockdowns. With the 2 wins, Badr Hari was able to close a chapter onto Karayev and prove that he was the better fighter out of the 2. After getting disqualified by hitting Remy Banyaski while he was down, Badr Hari had returned to face MMA's own Alistair, the Reem OVEREEM. It seemed like OVEREEM had no place fighting against the elite of the kickboxing world, and that was exactly what Badr Hari was thinking also. Undermining his opponent OVEREEM, Hari paid the brutal price for it. Getting overpowered by the massive OVEREEM, Alistair got hit with a crashing knee and a devastating hook right behind it. This sent Hari down to the mat, and as soon as Hari got back up from the knockdown, OVEREEM quickly rushed forward and laid Hari out flat with a powerful hook that knocked Hari out cold. In the rematch, Hari felt embarrassed that he lost against an MMA fighter and took the rematch very seriously, gaining solid pounds of muscle and bulking up to match the strong OVEREEM. Before the fight, he promised OVEREEM that he would not be able to make it out of the very first round.
Get through the first fight against Teixeira, then I promise that he won't make it 2 until 3 minutes in the kickboxing ring with me this time. So when they met again in the ring, immediately we saw the bigger Hari sitting down on his punches and meeting OVEREEM in the middle of the ring. As they were exchanging punches, Badr caught OVEREEM with a sharp hook that dropped him and put him flat on his face. With this knockdown, Badr smelled blood and he went in for the kill. As the hurt OVEREEM was trying to recover, Badr chaining up a combination together that ended with a beautiful high kick
made the fight come to an end, as Badr Hari had TKO'd Alistair the Reem OVEREEM, avenging his most popular defeat. And with this win, the Badr Hari vs OVEREEM saga is still one of the most infamous sagas in the entire sport, and one which frankly will never be forgotten. If you enjoyed this video and want to see a part 2 made on this, be sure to write it down in the comment section down below and subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I have been Keenan from Keenan K TV, signing off. Later.